Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. As I always say that, man, I don't know when you get a chance to check these kids out, these young student athletes. This is Turf Talk 101. I'm Travon Smith, and it's always a pleasure for me to stop what I'm doing, whether it's Saturday morning or Wednesday afternoon, to rearrange things for these young men's schedules because I know they work hard. But go ahead and check out their pages and their links because they always got something interesting to say. So this young man I had a chance to follow last year. I met him a couple times throughout the end of last year's football season, and this year I got to actually know him pretty good. He's a baller. He's a young athlete, like a real young athlete, and he got his head on straight. A family that's behind him, the one and only Trevor. How you doing, man?
What up? Good. How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So we always start off. Go ahead and tell them what's your full name, what school you at, year you graduate, what positions you play, position or positions, and your accolades. Don't be humble. Just go ahead and let it
Okay.
out. Okay.
Okay. I'm a freshman at Norco High School. My name is Trevor Schneider. This year I had the blessing to receive first team all league in the Big Eight, Upper, and All State.
Yes, sir. Running back, running back.
Oh
Everybody.
yeah, running back class of
That,
27.
yeah, definitely a running back, class of 27, as he already said. Hey, this dude is a baller. Anybody knows if you're a freshman and you're going out there toting the rock against any teams, especially against the teams that he plays against, you know you got to be somewhat legit, and he's 100% legit. Let's get straight to it, man. Going in your offseason, you know what? I've never had this conversation before. Going into your offseason as a freshman, when
Mhm.
did you find out, like, hey, this could be me, or I have a chance?
I mean, well, for high school it's different because I never got to experience what it was playing under the lights for sure.
Uh,
But I all my off seasons has always been stick to the grind, get ready for the season. Like it's never been take the off season off. Like since
yeah.
I was a little kid, it's always been grind, 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 and then jump into the season, and then once the season's over, grind, grind, grind. So it's all my off seasons have been just getting better for the season.
Okay. Now I want to, because I'm a dad of football players, and I talk to a lot
Mhm.
of. Is Pops on you
Yeah,
like that? Pops is the off-season guy.
Pops, he was
Okay.
until it was kind of a routine of I have
Yeah.
to be in the weight room, getting recovery all off season long. So the first couple of years he was for sure, but it's like more of a routine. So it's just like I'm on
Okay.
myself about it now.
That's how my boys are now, man. We kind of brainwash y'all on purpose, and then hopefully
Yeah, yeah,
it takes over. Uh, I'm glad to know that well, anybody that sees your body and your work on the field knows you have a tremendous off season. That's not without a question. I want to.
yeah.
So during the off season, we're talking about going from eighth grade to possibly starting. Like when you started the off season program at Norco, how did you know, or how did you feel, or what I'm saying, when did you go home and tell Pops moms, like, hey, I could be that guy?
Yeah, definitely anxious because most kids don't realize how big that jump is. Like going from eighth grade, no matter what level you play, like whether that's the Ducks or JAF or Pop One or whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
that jump from eighth grade to high school is crazy. Like it's maturity level,
Yeah.
the football level, like all parts of high school that jump is crazy. And um yeah,
Yeah,
it's a crazy jump.
so I want to because I want to hear this myself, and I know
Mhm.
everybody else want to. So
Yeah.
during those practices, from the when you enrolled in the Norco, but during
Yeah.
those practices, like how did it develop that, like, hey, I could be playing is one thing, but starting is a whole different thing. Like,
Facts, facts,
so
facts.
so when did it happen? Like, after like after the first month of practice, the second month, or like somebody went down? How did it go?
Yeah, so as everyone knows, we got a new coach this year.
Yeah,
So everything kind of started late last year, so it was always like we were always behind.
yeah,
But I knew I was going to be a starter because there was one guy in front of me that was going to be a senior, and he was a baller. And then they needed him on defense. So they're like, "We need you to step up. Like this is your spot." And then I was like, "Okay, wherever you guys need me." Because at the time I was doing defense and offense.
yeah.
I was trying to find my place still, but and then they said, "We need you at running back because that's where you're gonna fit in and play." So I was like, "I'm down." So
Yeah,
I told them wherever I was gonna play, put me there.
Okay. What was that? What was that dinner like when you went home and told everybody?
Dude, it was definitely a dream come true because I've been wanting to play under the lights since I was I can't even tell you,
Yeah, yeah.
5 years old.
I know, I
It's
know.
definitely a big dream of mine. So it was I don't even think I could sleep for like the next week or so. It was
Okay.
crazy.
Now I want to talk about because at that point, like you've developed, your body has developed. You can tell that you worked in stuff. But I'm gonna guarantee you, your body didn't look like this last year when you
Oh,
was
no
playing.
shot.
So
No way.
how was the abuse? Like a running back takes a lot of abuse, especially in the conference you guys are at. Um,
Mhm.
how was the abuse to your body? Like, how did you recuperate after games, and what were some things you did through the season to help you with your body?
I mean, yeah, like you said, definitely those games, it's getting beat down after beat down after beat down. It's those games are just I'd wake up the next morning, I'd be able to walk. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I will say that some days I will not do recovery, but having a recovery plan is one of the best things you can do for your body.
Mhm.
Because I wasn't big on recovery until this past halfway through the season, but doing that and getting your body right for the next week like energizes you more and keeps you going.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you just build all of that soreness and that tiredness on your body, you're just gonna break down at one point.
Definitely. I'm a big fan of the cryo chamber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the 3 minutes in the ice cold
Oh, it's
definitely helps.
cold. It's
Yeah,
cold.
yeah, definitely helps your body out. Um, we keep telling everybody about the difficulty of your schedule.
Mhm.
What some teams you played last year? Rancho was one, right?
Yeah, so preseason it went we had the Bosco scrimmage, the week
Mm.
0. Yeah, and then we went
I want to come
um
back to that. I want to come back to
yeah,
that.
okay, okay,
Go ahead,
okay,
go ahead.
okay. So we went Lusinger, then Upland, then Rancho, then Santiago, which was
Yeah.
our homecoming, and then we played Citrus Valley, and then league was Vista Marietta, then it was I believe Merida Valley, and then Rosie, then Chaparral and Centennial. So it was just
Oh,
but
brother,
this year it's way harder though.
that's crazy because that's a hell of a schedule.
Yeah, I mean, our preseason this year, it goes Bosco again, Cajon, then it goes Upland, Rancho, Etowanda, and Rancho, and then league. So it's like,
Hey,
woo, we got a schedule, boys.
I know exactly why your coach is doing that though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a formula for that because he figures if you get everybody in the preseason, he sees what he has when time
Facts.
for the season to come.
Facts.
Uh,
That's like some of the best public school teams in SoCal
yeah,
too. So it's like, why
hey,
not?
but for people like you, there's a hopefully there's a few of you guys, but I know I've watched a couple of you guys, but those
Yeah.
when you perform even halfway right in those kind of games, the
Oh yeah.
lights come on you even bigger.
Facts.
So
Facts.
you pray for those games, man. You pray just to be healthy. Go to that
Facts.
ice chamber, drink milk, vegetables, do whatever. Hey, do whatever you got to do to make it through this season. And
Facts.
I'm definitely going to be tapped in because me and Coach Moose, we talk a lot, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to be tapped in. I want to be up to date on what's going on over there. Now let's
Oh yeah, most
rewind back to
definitely.
this Bosco scrimmage.
Okay, okay.
What the hell did you do during the Bosco scrimmage?
So that was my first freaking varsity experience. That was my first like going against another team. So I was definitely nerve wracked. It was definitely the nerves were high. Everything was so high. We were going against the defending CF
Yeah,
champion. So it's like, whew, this is nerve wracking. But yeah, having that start off in that game, it made all the other games a lot less nerve wracking because you
yeah.
played against that team.
Yeah, against them guys. Hey,
Yeah.
if you tune it in, man, it's Turf Talk 1-on-1 where we get a chance to talk to these student athletes. We're talking to Norco running back Trevor Schneider. I said it right, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Trevor Snyder. He's literally a freshman. First game out the gates, Bosco scrimmage. He played Centennial. He played Marietta Valley. He played Ranch Cucamonga, which has 6 or 7 guys go D1 on defense. So that I mean, it's enough accolades in there if you just put that schedule up for people to see. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. So last year you was the underdog. People
Hmm.
didn't know about you.
Yeah.
This year they know about you. So it's gonna be more people in the box, and they're like, okay, this dude kind of went crazy last year. Let's
Yeah.
shut it down. So what's the mentality of this year, not being the underdog and people know about you instead of not know about you?
Yeah. So my mentality is to go into every game like I got something to prove. I mean, last year was definitely like I got something to prove because I want to get my name out there, like to show everyone who I really was. But this year it's like, okay, you guys know that I'm somebody, so I'm gonna prove to you that I'm somebody, if
Mhm.
that makes sense.
No,
So
it
it's like
definitely.
I want you to feel me and I want you to like see me every play for 4 quarters.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what this off season has been. It's been I will run through your face every play.
I,
You
I,
know what I mean?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna keep that one for you.
Yeah.
Let's look. Well, we you already said like this year's schedule, so there's nothing. It's not even
Mhm.
a game to look forward to this year. What's the game? It's not even a game to look forward to this year because they're all ballers.
Yeah.
So you can't even have that mentality of like I'm looking forward to this game because you have to pray that you know what I'm saying I'm gonna get through this game healthy
Yeah.
because the running back takes an abuse that most people don't
Oh
know
yeah.
about is they're
Oh
jumping
yeah.
on you even you know what I'm saying when you don't get the ball. They're jumping
Yeah.
on you and creating some kind of issue with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's let me ask you this: does that 22 chain mean anything besides that's your number?
Um, I mean, it's a part of me now. You know,
Okay,
like 22 is now part of my legacy. So
okay,
it definitely is a little bit more than just a
all right.
number on the team.
That's that Emmett Smith, man. So you know what I'm saying. A lot of young kids don't know about that. That's the
Yeah,
Emmett
but
Smith.
I was a big number 7 guy all through my Pop Warner years,
Okay,
but obviously Toby retired it, so it's like
yeah,
I
yeah.
got to create a new legacy.
Okay, yeah, definitely that
Yeah.
22. Well, we can't wait to see you this year, man. And I'm gonna be tapped in with Coach Moose. Um, I mean, God dang, that schedule you got is crazy, man. Stay healthy.
Yeah.
I do want to, before we get out of here, what's some
Mhm.
things that the new coach is bringing the mentality for you? What do you see? What do you think he's done for you? And what do you think he's done for the team as far as just the mentality? Because, we had a chance to meet him out there early in the morning and you guys
Yeah.
practicing at 6 a.m. or I don't know what time you guys started.
Yeah.
Hey, it was freezing cold, man. I was ready to
Oh.
go. I didn't even want to be there. So what's the mentality he's bringing besides that we just from the ice ball game?
I mean, he's bringing the "I don't take no shit" type of mentality. It's
Okay.
like "We will beat you down for 4 quarters." Like, we will not let off the gas, we will beat you down. So
Yeah.
it's definitely like I wanna be better myself, and I feel like it's bringing that to the team too. Like, each individual wants to be better themselves because of what they're bringing. Because 'Cause they're bringing a type of energy that encourage you to be better, like, to be better yourself,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Definitely. It definitely makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and tell everybody who we talking to. Tell them your name where everybody can find you at, man.
What up? You can find me on Twitter, Trevor Schneider 07. You can find me on Instagram, Trevor Schneider 22. And yeah, class
Okay.
of 27.
We'll definitely have all your information in the description, man. Hey,
Yeah.
good luck. You made me a fan. You made me even more of a fan. I'm gonna tell you right now because I didn't know you went through that hell of a league
Yeah.
and non-league schedule. So I'm gonna be paying attention. I'll pop up at the games and I'll check in with you during the season, man. I appreciate you for hanging out with us, Turf Talk 101.
For sure.
All right,
I
have a good one.
appreciate you.
No
You
problem.
too.